International Women's Day is an intentional celebration of women for all they have accomplished and given us. Women are dynamic forces outside of motherhood. We are doctors, directors, CEOs, researchers, politicians.
And it is not lost on me that at this moment, there are some little girls watching as I become the first Black woman to be given the same award.
At EMH, we merged International Women's Day and Mother's Day with our visiting day to get the students to discuss gender discrimination and gender equality with their parents, and to also encourage them to appreciate their mothers loudly. Young girls today are inspired by contemporary female moguls such as Chimamanda, our prolific author and feminist, Beyoncé, our symbol of creative excellence and breaking the glass ceiling, Queen Mother, Michelle Obama, our dynamic former First Lady, the world's beloved, whose becoming was also our becoming. Malala Yousafzai, our fearless warrior who survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban for advocating for education in her native Pakistan. We have 15-year-old Masai Martin, who is already a film producer, a 9-time award-winning actress, and an all-round advocate for young Black girls. We sought out some women today to ask them some relevant questions, and we got some passionate and interesting answers.
Politics. It's a concern though. Presently, like in my country, like in Nigeria, you go to school today, you realize that the seat of the SUG, like the student union government, the presidential seat is exclusively for the male, then the vice presidential seat is exclusively for the female. Why can't we do it this way? Let both male and female, aspire for this position. Then let the individuals vote for them. Whoever is credible or whoever that can manage or handle that seat well. Those are the people that should sit there, not just exclusively for the male. You could have a female that would do probably better than the male, but because she is supposed to be the vice assistant, that position is not given to her. And as such, the effect of that leadership would not be felt. A lot will be lost in the process. So I think that should be done. And it should also, we should even do it same even in secondary schools, because we have a situation where the school prefect is exclusively for the male, then the female prefect should be the assistant prefect. Please, this should be abolished. Our female, like mostly women, young girls, I believe we have a lot more to offer. We shouldn't be limited. We shouldn't be kept at a tight fixed situation whereby we can't do anything because we can't go beyond this. That's my opinion.
Initially it would have been funding, but I think with more external banks supporting women, so funding is not so much of a problem as much as the society itself. Everybody thinks you need help in reasoning out what the problem is because you're just a woman. I think that's the major challenge. But then, aside that, I think it's easier now to be a woman in business. You have a lot of support. You have people always rallying around you. You have you just need to do a little more than probably it's you could call it creativity. You just need to be a little bit more creative than the average person to get the attention of people. Just praying that we locate more of those opportunities, because you have to dig and dig and dig and dig before you dig out one opportunity that's going to make it easy for you to keep progressing.
We interviewed one of our lovely students, Christine.
Why?
Because she has experienced many
difficulties and challenges in her life, but she's still successful. And so she tells me that no matter how bad things get, I can always make it. First, I wanted to be a pilot.
Okay.
Then I grew up and I realized being a pilot is quite a risky job. And since I'm going to be a mom one day, I need to be there for my children, so I decided to pick the next job that will create more time for me.
That's so interesting. How old are you?
12.
According to her teachers, Christine had always wanted to be a pilot. She was extremely passionate about it. The switch from pilot to architect is quite a dramatic change. Maybe this is growing up and becoming self-aware, but I can't help but wonder what society's role in this is. Do you think if Christine was a boy, she would have the same thoughts about aviation and motherhood? A lot of women are taught from a young age not to put themselves first in their own lives. Yes, love is sacrifice, but love is also becoming the best version of yourself so that you can help others in the way that you are most capable. A lot of what people may identify as women being afraid is society conditioning us not to speak up because it's not our place, but that is wrong. You shouldn't judge somebody's intelligence or ability by their looks, especially if they're a woman.
Do not define this person based off of this. Do they deliver? So it's a ripple effect for myself. Working in the media, like having people like you as well, you take them out of their ignorance.
You shouldn't assume they're incapable just because they're a woman. Celebrating women on International Women's Day is asking for mutual respect of presence, of intellect, and of ability. It's asking for increased accountability of fathers in the business of parenting.
There will be a meeting point, knowing that negotiation is the word.
It's asking for respect for single mothers, because being able to pour into nurturing a life by yourself and still manage your everyday affairs is the literal definition of power. We hope this video has gotten you to think of how you relate to women that are not your sisters, friends, or mothers. Respect women simply because they are human.